back to another Daishinfinity video. In this video we're going to talk about the proof of the derivative of the function ln of x. So if we would take the function ln of x and take the derivative of the function, and I'll show that the function will equal 1 over x using the traditional proof rule methods. Now, as you know, the definition of a derivative for any function f of x is equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h, which would also equal f prime of x. Now, for the ln of x function, we just let f of x be equal to ln of x, which means if we would take the derivative of the function ln of x, would just mean that we would take the limit as h approaches 0 of ln of x plus h minus ln of x divided by h. Now, because of the logarithm property that the log base b of a minus log base b of c, let's say, for example, it will be the quotient of those two, a and c. So it will be the log base b of a divided by c, for a and c being greater than 0. So since we have this property, we can say that it will be the limit as h approaches 0 of ln of x plus h divided by x divided by h. Okay? Now, since we can use the properties of dividing up the fraction into two partial fractions, we can say that we have the limit as h approaches 0 of ln of 1 plus h over x divided by h. Okay, now we also have another method, rule or property of logarithms. When we take the logarithm of b of base b of, let's say, x to the rth power, it will be r times log base b of x. The proof is in another video, you'll see it. So if we would take the limit here, we can take the 1 over h in the front, so we can also represent it like this and then write it like this. Okay, and it's because we have the r as 1 over h, we can put this as an exponent in the top, so we would just have the limit as h approaches 0 of ln of 1 plus h over x to the 1 over h power. Okay, now we would I would really like to try and get the form of a limit of a particular form of thing. I'm going to let something equal another variable. Let's say we can, of course, we can take another color. Let's say we'll pick blue, and let's let t be equal to h over x. So, yeah, h would be equal to t times x, and 1 over h would be the same thing as 1 over t times x. Okay, now if h approaches 0, this side will be 0, so t should also be 0, so that the equation holds, so t is also approaching 0. Now, since we have this one, we can write the whole equation in another way, which would mean that we would also have the limit as t approaches 0 of ln of 1 plus t to the 1 plus t times x. Okay, now 1 divided by t times x is the same thing as 1 over t times 1 over x. Okay, so we can write it as the limit as t approaches 0 of ln of 1 plus t to the 1 over t times 1 over x power. Now we'll make this green, the 1 over x, because in the rule we had for the property, we stated that the log of b of x to the r power is r times log b of x. So we can also put it in this way, because we have an equivalence principle. So since we have that, we can put the 1 over x in the front, and since the 1 over x is independent of t, we can also put it outside the limit, since the t is also acting, the 1 over x is also acting like a constant. So it would be that we have 1 over x times the limit as t approaches 0 of ln of 1 plus t to the 1 over t power. Okay, now the trick to this is this one. which is a bit difficult to understand. I'm going to tell you something which is pretty difficult to prove. It states that if you have a limit of a function which is continuous on the whole real numbers, you can take, or like continuous on a specific interval for ln of x would be continuous for that interval from, let's say, 0 to infinity. So if it's continuous and you can take the derivative on all places, then you can also put the limit inside the bracket of the ln. So you can take the limit as t approaches 0 of 1 plus t to the 1 over t power, which is pretty powerful in my opinion. I'm going to prove this in another video. I don't know when I'm going to do that, but yeah. So indeed we would have the limit, the ln, and then we would take the limit, okay, so limit as t approaches 0 of 1 plus t to the 1 over t power, and this is what we are going to get. Now I'm going to make another substitution which would not change the limit, for instance. So I'm going to let's say n equal to 1 over t, so that we'll get rid of this one. So t would be equal to 1 over n. We can use this one for here, and as t approaches 0, we will divide by 0, so n will pop up to infinity. We have to really state that t is approaching 0 from the positive side, because ln is defined only on the positive branch of the interval, x-axis interval. So now we would have 1 over x times ln times the limit, okay, of the limit as n approaches infinity of 1 plus 1 over n to the nth power. Now this limit, as you see here, this is actually equal to the Euler's number. I'm going to prove the limit in another video, but not in a short time. So look at textbooks, math textbooks and university textbooks. You will find that the limit is one of the most favorite limits, and this comes out to be e. So this will be equal to the 1 over x times ln of e. Now ln is the log of e to the e, so you're asking e to the what power will give you e, which is equal to 1. So we would get 1 over x times 1, which is equal to 1 over x. So we have proven the formula that the derivative of ln of x is equal to 1 over x. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe and like the video, comment if you have any questions, and we'll see us in the next Daishinfinity video. See ya.